Alright, this one here is a 1925 Izhevsk. What's unusual about this gun is when I got it, it has a bayonet serial numbered to the gun. It's the only one I have like that. Take a look. Get it to focus in here. It has the older style inscription on there and the older markings, the bow and arrow. Soviet markings, 1925, been converted to a 9130, has brass accents on there, and had the conversion done. The only thing about this gun is the handguard, the rings are loose, and when you shoot it, the upper handguard will slide up on you, and that, but just an older one. Nicer gun in the 20s. I got two that are from the 20s. And this gun here, it 301 pin went through. 301 pin was tight to start with, so it's got a pretty evenly worn bore. And the groove diameter is about 313, so it's a little bit shallower than the other ones we looked at. So there's a little bit of a variance there, a little bit tighter in the groove diameter. But your standard 9130. And also I'll bring up now, I got a second, people compare the Tulas to the Izhevsk rifles. And they're really, you know, they say there's a difference, they're worth more or something. The only thing I could see is for a period of time, the Tula arsenal concentrated on making the semi-automatic rifles, and maybe for a few years their output of the 9130s was not as high, but I have not really found any difference in the guns quality-wise. And anyway, the Tula arsenals was located in a town called, I think it was Stalingrad, Volgograd, Stalingrad, and they ended up moving the tooling in that to the Urals, where the Izhevsk plant was, and actually a lot of the wartime Tulas were made there at the site with the Tula tooling, the machines and factory, and still stamped with Tula manufacturing. So, and another thing, these guns were all refurbished and tore apart, and so you really don't have any, like I said in the beginning, any original parts in that, so that's something that's kind of nonsense. Now, this one here, like I said with the bore measurements, this gun shoots pretty damn good. Okay, without the bayonet we started, we were up here. Here's a 3-shot group. There's 2 there, 1 down here, that's the lowest. The extreme spread is about 4.5 inches. There's one there. It's from the. Now, with the bayonet on, there's still, these are from with the bayonet on, so the point of impact was not changed dramatically, okay? Not by much. It's almost the same. And here's the grouping here, you know, 1, 2, 3. It's not a bad grouping without the bayonet, or with the bayonet on, you know. They're all pretty close. The bore's pretty tight. And, you know, our extreme spread down on this, you know, we're talking extreme spread about 5 inches. And these flyers, I don't know if the barrel got heated up, but 5-inch spread. You know, shooting real quick and heating up the barrel could cause those flyers. But still, it's not a bad grouping at all. It's pretty tight grouping all in all. You know, three right there without the bayonet. Pretty good accuracy for these old guns using surplus ammo. I've not reloaded or tuned a load to these guns, which probably if I reload I can get these groups a lot smaller and better consistency. But that's what this one did. So the bayonet did kind of shift it a little, but not dramatically. I have some examples where I think it did, you know, when you put the bayonet on, it shifts it an awful lot more. This one here is another gun that it kind of lowered it, but see, we still got these two up here. This one and this one were with the bayonet on, so it could be flyers out of the main group down here. So you're looking at a 2-inch difference maybe in the point of impact with the bayonet on. Okay.